Dude. Oh, hold on. Let me turn on the face tracker again. It's gonna take a minute for it to load. Oh, the advent calendar, right? All right, today is the 10th. Oh, the festive edition. Dude, apparently you can only get this in these advent calendars. Is that true? It's pomegranate. Yeah, I have green screen on probably. Man, chat, I want to play some games. I don't want to clean up my house. I just want to bang on the drum all day, chat. Galvania. We do housing Q&A. Yeah, what's up, Llama Todd? I haven't eaten out in a while. I got burger and fries over the weekend. It was $35. This was like 20. But it's like delivered. So, wait, where do you live? We went somewhere in California the other day. And it was like that. Oh, I bet Seattle is expensive. Tyler Ashley, thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. Yeah, the food's good. Yeah, it's cauliflower. It's a cauliflower quesadilla. So it's like a little bit healthier, but it's not. It makes me feel better. It's good though. Yeah, I'm excited for Ashes, man. I mean, I was always real big on like classic WoW. I played Dark Age of Camelot. I wasn't good at Dark Age of Camelot. I was like 9 years old. But I was really into old school like classic MMOs. And I was one of the guys pushing real hard for classic WoW for like years before classic came out. So I really like that sort of old school MMO environment, and I really hope that it pans out, you know? A boba. I feel like I already had one of the festive Red Bulls, haven't I? Oh man, has been ruining them. It's pomegranate. I love pomegranate. Yeah, the Fuji ginger, Fuji apple ginger. That's a really good one too. It's a new one. It's crazy how many flavors of Red Bull there are now. Is that mold? It is. Yeah, mold dip. How's this look? Oh, it does look so bad. It actually does look like mold. So my green screen is on. That's why it's grayed out. It's guacamole. God, I just had to crank this real fast. And then we'll get on with the rest of the team. Oh. I got chips and guac. Look how much they give you. Plastic bag is my favorite. Okay. All right. You want to dip your chips in Red Bull? I do. Hey, if I eat chips on camera, is it here, I turn on the face tracker and stuff, by the way. If I eat chips, is it does it get in the mic? Does it get in the mic? Yeah, I'm excited for Ashes, man. Is that annoying? There you go. That's what it actually looks like. Dude, I need to go to the eye doctor too. Okay, so there's a lot that we could do today. New Year's Revolution, day 2. Man, do I really want to do that today? Dev stream is going to be at 7. No, age. It's not the age. It's my. I'm out of contacts. I do need to do cables, but I don't want to. I want to do more of the fun stuff on stream, like cutting down that tree. This dip looks possessed. I turned off the green screen. It looked good. It's good, right? Well, I don't have a lot of outside stuff to do. But what I do have to do Wait, did Ashes tweet about it? Sorry, chat. Cool. Windows update alert. Wait, did a Windows update go out? Is everybody's computers going to break with a Windows update? Just horsing around. Can one of the mods run channel point redemptions? Yeah, I think doing cables, unless it's like a big cable project, like I think cable managing the desk is one thing, but sorting out the cables I think is not really fun for stream. I think you're right, Froggy. It just dropped and I lost my internet. Should I do it? Why t-shirt? Yo, dude. Game Awards tomorrow too, chat. No, the not my gaming PC. We have music. Thanks, dude. Half-Life 3 is getting announced tomorrow. Wait, what are the rumors for the Game Awards tomorrow? 10 predictions for the Game Awards. Wait. Hello? Flashbang. Half-Life 3.
Yo, do you know what server you plan on trying AOC on tomorrow?
How do I find out the how do I find this server list and stuff? All right, let's see this. Shoal Resna Lineth. Lineth Tech Tips. Shoal is likely to be the RP server. Why do people think Shoal will be the RP server? I still don't understand the class system? Yeah. It's going to be interesting, Mike. We'll see. Summon the summoners. Yeah, it's like subclasses. Michigan's head coach just got fired? What? How did Michigan's who's the head coach? Sharon Moore. Why'd he get fired? Michigan fires football coach Sharon Moore over inappropriate relationship? The Sharon Moore era at Michigan is over. Less than 2 years in, the football coach has been fired by the school with cause effective immediately. A statement from Michigan said school officials found credible evidence that Moore, 39, had engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. This conduct constitutes a clear violation of university policy, and UM maintains zero tolerance for such behavior, athletic director Ward Manuel said. Staffer Biff Poggi has been named interim head coach. Poggy Walkie. Head coach for the Wolverines, who are preparing to play Texas in the Citrus Bowl on December 31st in Orlando. Further details of the dismissal were not immediately disclosed. Wait, what? Look at a picture of Biff Poggy. That's a real man right there. St. Francis football. Who is this? Coaching career. Brown, Temple, the Citadel. He coached at 3 different places in 1 year. Then he was at Gilman School as an all-boys independent day prep school. So from 1988 to 2015, this guy coached for 40 years at a private school in Maryland. He's a millionaire due to his business, and he just coaches for fun. Michigan analyst. Then he went to St. Francis Academy. He went back to high school for 3 years. And then he went back to Michigan for a year. And then he went to Charlotte for a year. And now he's at Michigan, and all of a sudden he's the head coach? What? Before coaching football, Poggy was a hedge fund manager with his father-in-law. Poggy's company, Samuel James Limited, was founded in 1986 and made him a multimillionaire. After 3 decades, Poggy relinquished the firm over to multiple former players. Huh? Wait. He served a 1-game suspension as assistant coach in 23 for recruiting violation. Then missed the first 2 games of the 2025 season for lying to NCAA investigators over a deleted text thread with Connor Stallions, former Michigan staffer at the center of the program's advanced scouting ring. Oh my gosh. Dude, so this guy has just been a problem. How do you get suspended for 2 games as a head coach? I was confused at how he was 2-0 so far this season. So he has already missed 2 games this season. Wait, so who did he have the inappropriate relationship with? It said with a staffer, but like, what does that mean? Like, because what if it was... Is Miss Dingle on the staff one? Dude. I want to look at Twitter about this. Dude, you can't find any official news. You go to Twitter. Sharon Moore cheated on his wife and got a staff member pregnant 2 weeks before Christmas with 3 kids at home. What a clown. Is that true though? Like, source. What's the source? Female staff member Sharon Moore got pregnant. What? Executive assistant to the head football coach. Oh my gosh. Executive assistant to the head football coach is crazy.
All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him.
Dude, that sucks. That's crazy. Is that true? I mean, dude. More proof of Michigan cheating. That's crazy. More proof of Michigan cheating is wild. Insane. Can I find somewhere your playlist? Yeah, it's Esfand's big playlist on Spotify. Okay. So let's look at some Ashes Decoration stuff. Someone asked me if I'm going to make a guild tomorrow. I will. Which actually reminds me, I want to post in my guild Discord. Everyone's doing good. Not sure how many people are interested in playing Ashes Creation. But I'm going to play tomorrow.
Yo!
Okay. Okay. Ashes of Creation tomorrow, chat. Now, how long do we have? About 2 hours worth of this thing. So I made a thread in my Discord here. Dude, it is so. I made a thread in my Discord here of like different questions that people might have. If you guys have it, if you guys have a question you want me to ask tonight, because it's gonna be a lot more casual. Yesterday was like very like specific questions, a lot more into the nitty gritty. This is gonna be very high level, I think, because I think there's gonna be a lot of like old school MMO type of players that don't really know what's going on in Ashes. Yeah. If it's too much vision, not what's playable tomorrow. It's weird. Not really. I think it'll be both because I think there's a lot of like not WoW players, but yes, WoW players, but like old school MMO players that don't really know anything. You know. Let's see. Will there be an equivalent to Goldshire on Moonguard? Yo, what's up, Brivsy? Welcome to the stream, dude. How much combat is a forced part of the game? Can I play the game in a no-kill way and still have a social gameplay experience? Ooh. Can I make a character like Walter White and just become a consumes kingpin and not feel like I'm just an NPC? Wait, this is actually a good question. Class fantasy is really important for me. I'm worried that Ash's archetypes won't deliver the feeling of other classes. Well, Ash's archetypes are simply like big classes, and then the classes are like the subclasses. How different will classes play with different subclasses? Yeah, that's a good question too, because it's like, how different is it really going to be? I think it's just going to be like a sprinkling of flavor. That's going to give me having a wiki, YouTube tutorials for everything. Does it change how you approach things like class balance in order to avoid metas or optimization? Or do you think it's a benefit to have information widely available? Some of the most fun MMOs towards the beginning when no one knows anything and the sense of discovery is still there. Is all the top end gear tied to high risk areas where you can involuntarily die to PvP and lose your gear? So you only lose your gear if you're corrupted. I think this is a big misconception. Yeah, you only if you're corrupted. My like eyes bothering me. I need new contacts. For the casual long time WoW players like me who don't have the hours to play like I used to, the gear losing mechanic makes me nervous and less likely to play a game. Yeah, this is like, I wanted to ask him to clarify this. So like, the big thing. Invisible, someone is afraid. Afraid of what? No, I'm just invisible so people don't like expect me to respond. Because I miss DMs and stuff, and then it's like, just weird. If you don't want to risk losing your gear, you never will. Yeah, basically. Yeah, because you can only get corrupted if you're like, if you're ganking somebody who doesn't attack you back, right? I just want to ask him to clarify because it seems like a lot of people are, yeah. The guy asking for this is probably not going to partake in unsportsmanlike PvP. Yeah. It's crafting limited like WoW. I'm just gonna mark some of these, so I'm like, okay, I'll like look through it. I'm like, oh yeah. On average, what are the expected hours played to reach max level? Are we talking about classic or retail? Yeah. Is crafting limited like WoW, or can one character do all crafting like 14? This is probably something that's already been answered. Fastest was 44 hours, level 25, and average person 100 to 150 hours. So that's like half of classic WoW. Crafting is limited. Okay. Yeah, Q&A is in like 2 hours. Can you murder people in towns? I think they said you have like sanctuary areas. It just kind of depends. Are there plans to implement something like realm points? Okay. Are there any plans for realm first titles? Oh yeah, these are good questions. Frick. Yeah, it's still an alpha technically. So I'm gonna watch last stuff. It's super dank watching on mobile with stream together. FutureTron, really. Do they have any sort of progression system like realm ranks in Dark Age of Camelot? Do they already have that? Why are you asking which one just Google? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like filtering these. Because a lot of this stuff you can just like filter. Yeah. But like, you guys know more than I do. A lot of you guys probably know more than I do. You guys probably know a lot of these answers even. Dude, my left eye is bugging out. Let's see. PvP, Sieges, Caravans. Arenas are not in, right? Because I heard arenas are not in right now, right? Or are they in? Yeah, I played one of the earlier alphas. Okay, so this is okay. I want to look at this. I don't know, dude. I think it's pretty good for what it is. For like, I wanna kind of look at this.
Come gather round and listen.
An alpha, like I mean, obviously the game has like, if I had to guess right now, I mean, we're probably looking at another. I mean, this game might be 2-3 years, who knows, right? Like this game's got a ways out. I just have no idea, right? Like I've only played for a few hours, but it definitely needs more time. Here, I'll talk about it a little bit here. Okay, so just gonna give you guys some thoughts, kind of a little bit of a recap. Laughable 6+ years in development. I just don't think you guys understand, like the people that are like saying stuff like that, I don't think you guys understand how game dev works like at all. Especially not for like an MMO. MMOs take a very, very, very long time to develop. Like it takes a very, very long time. This isn't like Madden, you know, where like it comes out every week. It's just not how it works. Throne and Liberty took 12 years. It has been a long time. Yeah, like it's been there for like 8 years. But it's an MMO. That's not 12. That's not 15. Like MMOs take a long time to develop. Like a major studio takes 6 to 8. Yeah, I mean this is their first game. They're building out a new engine. Like this is a long project. Riot MMO will likely also be what, 20? Like everybody's saying like maybe 2030. Nobody knows, right? Because it takes forever. And Riot was going one direction with the MMO, and they decided to like reset. And they're like, we don't want to do that. And then that's whenever Ghostcrawler and them decided to leave. And they're like, well, we're gonna make our own MMO. We're gonna do that. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look at this. Wait, I just realized that's crazy because Ghostcrawler's MMO is currently dead. It's raining. Look at this. It's raining. And when you hit the light just right, rainbow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's wild. $250 rainbow. Anyway, I would say so far having I mean I haven't really like touched Ashes since the Alpha 1 test. I played it for like one day. And I remember how I felt leaving the Ashes test. I was like, that was okay. Wait and see. That's Alpha 1, right? And I haven't done any of the NDA stuff. I wasn't really playing then, any of that, right? What I was doing, dude, look at the light. Dude, actually, dude, the lighting is insane. Like the ray trace lighting and stuff is actually crazy. Like the light shafts. Anyway, I've been so busy. I've been doing my own stuff. I was like, I'll play it again whenever it goes off of NDA. I don't remember the combat being as fun as it is, for sure. I definitely don't remember the combat being as fun as it is. I don't remember feeling like particularly good at the end of the session. I was like, okay, that was cool. That was whatever. But this, I'm like, yeah, I would actually probably consider. Dude, I had so much fun last time playing a board. Like I made a board and I'm like, damn, that was so unbelievably fun. We're playing this on Sunday. Like I had fun doing that. That was enjoyable. Obviously, the game is nowhere close to ready, right? Like graphics, you know, everyone knows the graphics needs a little bit of work, but it's not so much about the graphics. Like you saw, like the lighting is amazing, right? The way they do the light shafts and the ray tracing, beautiful. Even these, even just building out this like, I mean, just look at this. This looks amazing. Look at this mountain, right? The way they have some stuff set up, it looks really good. Now, my issue with it is it's about the art style. Like I think there's nothing that really like you look at this and you're like, that's Ashes. That's Ashes of Creation. You know what's funny? I was thinking about this yesterday, looking at Ashes stuff, and I didn't feel that as much. Yeah, it's just gonna be that way, Croton. And you don't really have that. Whereas you have that with WoW, you have that with Final Fantasy 14. I didn't feel that as much as I felt it last time. It's missing something, but I don't know what. That's kind of what my issue is with it. Having something that kind of makes it more of a distinct.
Yeah, but I'm a jackass. And all I can do is focus on the horse for some reason. It doesn't move. Why is that? It's a horse.
Yeah. It's crazy how dumb people are, man. This video's a year old, so I want to kind of look at like what I thought last time. I think graphics need work. I think the UI is pretty rough. Now again, this is alpha, so these are things that it's like, yeah, obviously these things are going to be rough. But I'm just pointing out some things that I noticed. The UI is pretty rough. It's hard to keep track of a lot of the UI elements, like where's my party? Where do I go to turn in a quest? How do I follow along with stuff? The map in general needs a lot of work, I think. I kind of feel a little bit aimless at times, not so much because of, I don't know, it's not like, it's a difference between not knowing what to do and like not feeling like I can't find out what to do. That happened a couple times, just like trying to decipher the map. Like supposedly, so what happened with Soda? Soda just like rage quit because he couldn't figure out the map? Is that what it was? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. Soda like went live, started playing it, and he's like, I can't do this, and he ended stream. He was like, I can't figure out what to do. I'm done. Which I mean, I actually totally, I didn't do that, but I totally believe that happened. Like, yeah, because I mean, I did also feel the same way. I'm like, what the hell is going on with the map here? I was like,
read, bro. I have read. I visited the Ember Spring. I should return to an official. Where the fuck is an official? I don't fucking know. Deliver cargo to the storage clerk at any crossroads or higher level node. I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea. I don't know what any of these icons on the minimap are. I thought these books were quests. They're not. Then I thought these silver boxes were quests. They're not. I don't know what the fuck they are. There's no, I don't know what the fuck to do. I look at the map, I look for little highlighted yellow circles. I found one, I did it, now they're gone. Now what? I don't know what the fuck's happening. And I don't know if it's me or if the game's just fucking desyncing. I got no clue. It's too late in the day. I'm done streaming for the day. That's it. I will be on tomorrow for Saturday. Someone else will play it and figure everything out. It's early access, Alf. Not even early access.
I was feeling the same way. I'm like, I can't figure out where the quests are. I can't figure out, I see it, but like, I just can't, it's just a mess, right? He didn't know where the quests.
It's a year old.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the quests are right there, but at the same time, you read the quests and it's like, it's just kind of a mess, right? Rage Quit. I mean, he probably was just like hamming it up because it's, you know, he's just streaming. Dude, that is true. People sometimes really don't know when people are like hamming it up and when they're like just, you know what I mean? The drum bug. That's what set this game over the edge for me. That's what made this game fun. The drum bug. Dude, the drum bug is so funny. If I would like hit the drum a certain way, it would just get huge. The drum bug was phenomenal. Very good. Very good. Like I was joking, but it's so funny. To understand with this, it's like, I don't know if this game's gonna be good. And if we just look at like the track record of MMOs over the course of the last like 20 years, if you go by the numbers, this game's probably not going to be good, right? As you could say about almost every MMO, just looking at the numbers. But playing Alpha 2, the one thing that really stood out to me is I had fun. And I started having fun whenever we went to go fight higher level stuff, and I felt like actually using my ability. I was actually using my abilities, and I was coming up with combos, and I was like, oh, I could do this and then this, right? I could twist my drums and get this big massive thing, right? It's funny. But that's whenever
the original Megapunk.
That's really whenever it felt like I started to enjoy it. Whereas the first couple hours, I felt a little bit aimless. Like, okay, where'd I go? What'd I do? It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I think there is. I think you're absolutely right. I think there is a fine line between having your hand held through an MMO and you get put on a track versus
true, really.
Instead of being on like rails the whole time, just you're out in the field, you know. You're out in the field and you're like, hey, what do I do? But at least you have like some kind of an area, like it's in this area. And if that was kind of like the that was kind of like the issue, you know. To be honest, game looks so bad, it's insane. I don't know why people say that. Like I can't figure it out.
Start again. Smile.
I mean, it's the way. What games do you guys play?
I feel like some people are just like stupid.
From 2008. No, it really doesn't.
Some people are just like, I don't think they're doing it to get a reaction. I think some people are genuinely stupid, and they'll be like, "Oh, like this thing looks like it's from 1992," and it's like, "What the fuck? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, do you know anything about anything?"
And like, they heard somebody else say it. I mean, here's the thing. By the way, this is what you're gonna get. At the end of the day, and I'm just being completely honest, I'm going to tell you how I feel about games, especially like MMOs. I'm particularly passionate about MMOs. I'm particularly passionate about
What's up, Kaboom? Long time no see, dude.
So,
chat spam the white hardos.
I'm going to tell you how I feel. And a lot of times...
But is he wrong? Do you know what 1992 looks like?
Come gather round and listen to my tale, friends.
So this is what a game from 1992 looks like. Wait, what the hell? Nintendo Switch in 1992. This is what a game from 1992 looks like.
I don't know why it's bad either.
What?
But
That's
it's
weird.
just so ass, you know? I can't say why. I really can't. It just is. I have no background in game development, by the way.
Right, exactly. You're very nice, though. That's the thing. You can critique something while doing it, like, in a nice way. I don't have to be like, oh, this is so ugly. This is so dog shit. This sucks. This sucks. You know, like, I'll be honest with you. That's not even being honest, man. Like if I were to do that to farm pleb points and to appease a bunch of like the lowest common denominator, that's shitty. That's fake. That's fake as hell, right? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you guys like how I feel about it, right? But it's always going to be more popular to shit on something and to make something out to be as bad as possible than it is to be looking at something even keel and making an honest analysis. Why? Because it's simply more entertaining. And that's the truth, right? People want they want to hear the polarizing take. They want to hear this sucks, this is bad. Oh, this is amazing. They don't want to hear, hey, this is pretty good and this is why. I'm going to tell you like it is. And I'm just gonna be honest about it. Why? Because it just feels like there's not enough people doing that.
like how Esfand is
And also that's who I
reacting
am,
to
right?
Esfand
But like whenever I
while
look
the
around,
real
there's
Esfand
really
is
not a whole lot of people
probably
doing that
asleep on
anymore.
the couch.
True.
Get sold by the numbers. This game probably by the numbers. Looking at MMOs that like pop off, it's probably not going to be super good, right? I mean, that's just just looking at the statistics. But I know this much is that I had fun playing it today, right? And I hope it is good, because the more good MMOs there are out there, the more the genre gets bolstered and stays alive longer. Because I mean, I love MMOs. I grew up playing MMOs. That was the main game that I played.
I don't.
That was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed Asher Creation. I hope you guys.
Didn't I have another one? Ashes of Creation. Esfand. See the other one?
I saw.
So this is me playing a cleric.
Six block. I feel like it doesn't make sense to block. Or either it doesn't make sense to block, or like I should always block. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I think I made a cleric with a two-hander is how I did this before.
Let's try divine infusion. Well, I mean, these kind of aren't super exciting, so I'm just gonna do essence infusion.
Man, I still don't know what. All right, buddy, what's happening? Why are there two Esfands?
Is that camera angle better? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna change it. That was like a whole debacle a year ago. You guys remember that stream I spent like 2 hours changing my camera? And I can always respec later. So I'm going to put that point in there. I have a skill point here for my weapon. Deadly Finisher, Bleed, Deadly Finisher, Snare, and Deadly Finisher, Wound. 25% chance to trigger a Deadly Finisher that applies Wounded to target's hit. 25% to activate a Deadly Finisher. What is a Deadly Finisher? A finisher that deals additional damage and triggers additional Deadly Finisher effects. So the final hit of a standard weapon combo attack chain. So it's like every 3 auto attacks, I would proc a 25% move speed debuff. Or Wound would be like Mortal Strike, a stacking 5% Mortal Strike. The Bleed, 15%, 15% weapon damage over 6 seconds. Okay, so I'll go Bleed. Probably. Like I would use Wound or Snare probably for PvP, but for just leveling, I'll probably go Bleed. The Divine Power stacking buff. So Divine Power is something that is, it basically gives you a higher chance to crit, I think. Healing and damage dealt build up Divine Power, which increase chance to crit with heal.
This is the most replayed
I don't know
moment.
what happened to you guys. I think they should just copy WoW's movement. Yeah, I mean, I know some people who are not WoW players, especially. Oh, frick, I wasn't even looking at my health. To have a burst damage, and this is just more burst damage. I'm gonna go Deadly Finisher. Just
Why is this so heavily the most replayed 40 seconds? You see that big spike?
this is higher chance to have a burst damage, and this is just more burst damage. I'm gonna go Deadly Finisher just because it's cool. To proc the Bleed. Gain an additional 1% movement speed every second while sprinting in combat. Okay, this is the big judgment. Look at the spell cast. Okay. Okay, that was kind of cool. Dude, that was a pretty cool animation. That was kind of sick. What is the cooldown on that? 18-second cooldown. That was kind of cool, dude. My WoW brain is like, can I macro that and everything? I know, right? I was doing the same thing. Look at this. Look at this. Big judgment, big judgment, big judgment. Bam. That's A. And then a burning fire proc. Oh, it's dead. Okay, we need to go and like attune ourselves to the thing.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. I'm
Massive
casting
upper body.
judgment on nobody, so it's gonna heal. 450 heal.
Hey, is that more than my health bar?
Heck?
They were like, why is it not letting me attack? And then all of a sudden, and then it does no damage.
Captain Roderick Blood.
There's been like 3 stat reworks since this video. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
The heck?
Thank you for the
Captain
67
Roderick
months, by
Blood-
the way, Waffle Makers. Thank you. Thank you, Pickleman Jaro, for the 83 months. Star Siege, 41 months. PTO, 42 months. Thank you, guys.
Bane.
It's a good what to expect video.
Does this game have any quests? Well, dude.
Jumping into a new MMORPG is often an exhilarating experience, but let's be real, for many, it can be a source of intense anxiety. Many games throw a tidal wave of mechanics at you so fast that you become completely overwhelmed, and before you know it, you've logged out. What's up, YouTube? I am Roar, and I decided to put together this guide for all you newer Ashes players. I want to give you the essential tips and tricks to help you take your first steps into Vera without spoiling the discovery process. You need to experience it for yourself and provide the necessary feedback that this game needs to grow, but man, there is absolutely some things that I wish I knew sooner to make that experience better. So, without too much yapping, here we go. Let's get the biggest point out of the way first. This is an alpha game. If you're coming from a completed title, you need to understand that this game is still missing the majority of features and polished systems that will eventually define it. So buyer beware. Even though you may have purchased an alpha access pack, this is very much a raw, in development state. While there is a lot of fun to be had, what you are playing is a fraction of what the full game will be. You will encounter bugs, you might see exploits, there will be downtime, and you should always prepare yourself for potential wipes of your progress. Do not go into this expecting a completed product. It is not. While I believe the core current content is worth the investment, most players will exhaust the structured content in a couple of months. Outside of exploring, grinding, crafting, and of course murdering your fellow player, there isn't a true fleshed out endgame as it stands now. So focus on testing and exploring the core systems. The leveling experience in Ashes of Creation is definitely not going to be what most players coming from modern MMORPGs expect. There is no current golden path here. You won't find a quest line holding your hand, guiding you through the unknown, and there is certainly no built-in GPS pointing you directly to victory. While they have added some quests and optimized the first-time user experience, it is still very much a work in progress. Because of this, the great majority of your leveling experience is going to come from one of two places: grinding mobs or focusing on your professions. Now, while soloing in Ashes can be done, I have to warn you, it will become incredibly slow and grindy in the later levels. So my strongest recommendation is to find a party, group up, park yourselves in a corner in one of the various points of interest and start grinding those elite mobs, which
True, nude
are
grandpa,
easily
true.
identified by 1, 2, or 3 golden stars above their heads. Mob grinding, done efficiently in a group, is absolutely the most effective level.
The fastest way to level is just killing mobs. This guy's name is Grabba the Butt. I mean, I'm down with that. Here, I'm gonna grab some water. You guys watch this video for a second. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna grab some water.
Method in the game right now. And for where to start, I highly recommend,
listening with my headphones.
especially if it's your first time, to begin the journey in the Riverlands biome. This zone has been fleshed out the most in terms of content and a smooth onboarding experience. You might be tempted to start in other areas like the Anvil's Mountains, but the Riverlands is currently much further ahead in terms of content and overall polish for a new player. Another key thing that modern MMORPG players may not expect is the always-on PvP after level 10. You can be attacked by any player at any time for any reason. You'll have PvP protection until level 10, but after that, always expect it. The way you react to this engagement determines what happens next, thanks to the 3 stages of PvP flagging. You have non-combatant, combatant, and corrupt, and what you'll see as green, purple, and red names. Most of the time, players will live as green or non-combatants. If you decide you want to start a fight with another player, you activate your PvP flag, which will instantly turn you into a purple named combatant. If that purple named player attacks you, you have a choice. You can either remain green by standing there and doing absolutely nothing, or you can turn purple yourself by fighting back. This is what we call consensual PvP. If you die while purple, the penalty is standard, but you're a fair target. The big problem starts if you choose not to fight back and the purple player keeps attacking, eventually killing you while you are still green. That player then turns red or corrupted. And let me tell you, being corrupted is bad. You gain a massive penalty to your stats. You'll be a red blip on the map for all to see, and the players will actively swarm you because they get rewarded for taking you down. It is absolutely not recommended to ever go corrupted. There are tons of great ways to get your PvP fix without becoming a criminal. We have duels, PvP events like lawless zones, caravans, wars, and crate running, but murdering another player just because and turning red is a terrible idea. Dying in Ashes isn't great. Plain and simple. When you die, for any reason, PvP or PvE, you will incur death penalties. First, you're going to lose some of your gathering materials and your glint, which is this game's version of gold. You can recover some of those lost materials by getting back to your body or your ashes, but other players can also risk turning on their PvP flag by looting your ashes as well. So be aware, if you loot another person's body, you are now flagged for PvP and can be attacked. But the real pain comes from the experience debt. You're going to gain a debt that compounds the more you die. This means any experience you now gain will not go toward leveling your character. It will first go towards paying off that debt. You'll see this as indicated by a red line on your experience bar. It's important to note that while you carry experience debt, your stats will be slightly lessened, making you a bit weaker. Now, for the absolute worst case scenario. If you die while you're corrupted from PvP, you can actually drop some of your equipped gear.
I think this is the big
players that
thing.
kill you can take it, which is the
I think
ultimate
this is the big
punishment
thing
for
to be
being a criminal.
clarified.
So, once again,
I
it is
feel like a lot of
never
people
good
don't
idea to
understand this,
mindlessly murder
you
your
know?
fellow player, go corrupted, and then die. But do not worry, normal deaths will not cause you to drop your equipped gear. You need to adjust your mindset when it comes to loot because this game will not hand you gear and rewards for every little thing that you do. You will get some low quality gear drops from mobs and the new user experience quests, but do not expect much high-end gear to just appear in your inventory. The vast majority of your gear and all of the higher end stuff will come from crafting. This is why I highly recommend picking up professions right away. I'm not going to break down all the crafting stuff in this video, but I will tell you that it is absolutely vital. Here's the thing. Crafting is also very difficult to do on your own. It was designed with multiplayer in mind. This is a massive tip, so make sure that your friends work together. Choose different professions that complement each other and feed each other materials. This collaborative approach makes the whole process much easier and more efficient. The economy in Ashes is 100% player driven, and the players that learn their professions inside and out will become the wealthiest tycoons of Vera. So my advice is to start early and level your chosen profession right alongside your character's adventuring level. Grouping up is the best and most efficient way of getting things done in Vera, making your archetype choice crucial. Groups in this game.
And if you happens at
consist
7
of 8
Central Time, it's in the
players,
title.
Building a proper blend of roles is important for a successful party. The current archetypes are Tank, Cleric, Bard, Ranger, Mage, Rogue, Fighter, and Summoner. A quick note on classes. It's important to remember that the maximum level is currently 25. The full 64 class system where you combine 2 archetypes to create your final class is not in the game yet. If you were sold on the promise of these 64 classes, you will be disappointed for now. So, we have what I consider the mandatory roles. Tanks. They are the only true dedicated tank. You will need one for elite content. Clerics are the only true dedicated healers. You need one. Bards are often considered mandatory as well. While they offer minor healing, their primary function is powerful buffs and, most importantly, mana generation. Since all archetypes, to my dismay, use mana, the Bard is critical for long fights.
I think
The
Bard
remaining
was
archetypes
so
fill the
fun when I
damage
played,
dealing
man.
roles. Rogue and Fighter are your primary
Whenever I
melee
tried it out.
DPS. Ranger and Mage are your primary ranged DPS. The Summoner is technically a ranged DPS, but your pets offer utility that can fill secondary roles like a weaker tank or a weaker healer. It's a great filler role to assist the party. There are no wrong choices. Each archetype has proven itself to be viable in both PvE and PvP alike, although many MMORPG veterans understand the struggles of certain classes in these games, so choose wisely. Now let's talk about travel, because this is the feature that might make or break the game for many a new player. There is no fast travel in Ashes of Creation. That means
Wow.
no flight paths, no instant teleportation,
Wait,
and
no flight
system
path
to
even?
automatically guide you across the map. The world of Vera is enormous, and you should prepare to spend a great majority of your time running or riding from point A to point B. Thankfully, you're not stuck
Nice, gradually,
walking
mate.
everywhere. You can get ships for water travel, which are fun but costly, and you do get a mount early on. The mount is a good bit faster than sprinting, and you can sprint as long as your stamina bar holds out. But here's the fun critical part. Your mounts are vulnerable. When you summon your mount, it stands next to you and you can hop on and off until you unsummon it. However, if you leave it near combat, your mount can aggro mobs and other players can absolutely target it and attack it. If it dies, it goes on a 10-minute cooldown. You do not want to be stranded in the middle of nowhere with a dead mount, so it is highly recommended to carry multiple mounts in case your primary ride is taken down. Be careful where you
That's
leave
crazy.
your loyal steed. So that's it, guys. This is all I have for now, and these tips
That's
should
crazy.
greatly assist you in your first steps into Vera.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah, what's up, dude? What's
this
up,
is
Rory?
an alpha game. Don't listen to the
That's a good
dumb
video,
Steam
dude. You did
reviews
good.
complaining that it's incomplete. There's no doubt going to be server issues and bugs, so prepare your brain. I will be live on the 11th to stream my adventures, so come hang out and share with me your adventures. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.
Yeah, did
in the
good.
next
This is a
one.
good video. Yeah. No, I think I mean this also asks this also answers some of the kind of most like a lot of the common questions that you keep hearing. Like people asking about like the corruption stuff and people asking about just the like general like X-ping and whenever you die, what happens, all that stuff. So, but yeah, no, good video. Yeah, add an old, outdated system to make boomers feel good instead of innovating, so we're still stuck after 30 years. Well, let me tell you this. Let me ask you this. If after 30 years, the most popular MMO is still classic World of Warcraft in the world, what does that tell you? You know? I mean, like, surely, you know, that means MMOs are bad. So, yeah, it's just kind of crazy, you know? Okay, so I do have, okay, so let me tell you guys this. I started this thing yesterday. What time is it? Some people make New Year's resolutions. Classic's most popular.
If you include China, it probably is. Thinking. I started this thing yesterday because a lot of people do New Year's resolutions. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a New Year's revolution. Okay. I have a house. This said house has a lot of issues that I need to fix. Okay. With my setup, with the way the stuff is organized. And it's like a lot of stuff that's like half completed. And I want to spend some time every day doing stuff on stream. There's also a big part of that is like boring stuff. Then there's like some more interesting stuff where, for example, yesterday I had to cut down a tree that was growing through my porch, right? So yeah, but it's hard to explain. Like I have too much stuff. Like for example, it's like I have like these. I hired Shay to come earlier, and then it's like you have like containers of like USB-C cable, this, that. But one, there's too many, and also it's actually not accurate. Like the wrong cables are in the wrong places, and it just kind of snowballs out of control. So it needs like one more good pass through. Okay. It needs one more good pass through. But yeah, I think more like building stuff, like cutting out that tree, all that stuff. Like that was good. You know, we really need early download. Otherwise, it's gonna be a crapshoot to get the game downloaded to get started. Maybe. Yeah. But then there's other stuff like sorting through the cables and doing that kind of stuff. I don't really want to do that on stream. Like that's something for off stream. Or cable managing the desk might happen on stream because that's kind of crazy. But like something like, okay, which cables do I want to keep and throw away? That'll probably be off stream. But yeah, I thought it was New Year's resolution, not revolution. For other people, it's a resolution. They say, hey, whenever it's the new year, I'm going to do this, right? They say, hey, on January 3rd, I'm going to stop drinking. So they stop acting out at the Streamer Awards. Instead, what I'm going to say is, why am I going to wait? I'm just going to do it now. And then I'm going to try and set a deadline to do it by the end of the year. Like I'm going to try and do it by the end of the year instead of putting it off. Because I think that's the whole like problem with like a lot of times with New Year's resolutions and stuff. I think it's fun. Have you watched the early access guide? I did. Yeah, I watched it yesterday. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do in the house. I just stopped doing because I never followed through. Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that I want to do in the house that I need to do in the house. But we have about an hour and 20 minutes until this interview. We have about an hour and 20 minutes until this interview. I mean, I was just going to do a Discord call. Nothing fancy, nothing special. I was going to get blurry like I am now. Why am I blurry? Oh my gosh, it's because of Danny DeVito. It was because of Danny DeVito. What are you looking forward to most in Ashes? PvP, PvE, raid, sieges? Are you planning to play a while or just stopping by? Well, in early access, we're going to check it out and we're going to see what happens. If I really like it, I probably won't play it like full on, sink my teeth into it and really try hard unless I really like it in early access and I want to play it whenever it full launches. That'll probably when that happens. But like the thing that I enjoy most in all kinds of MMOs and everything I do, I like guild leading. You know, I just like leading a guild and doing that kind of fun stuff. The Discord call should not. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. Running a guild is big in Ashes, social sandbox side of things is really interesting, even without most of it being in yet. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much like that's the thing that I love most about MMOs is leading a guild. So yeah, the interviews it's gonna be like an hour from now, hour 20 minutes from now. So in the meantime, I have a console set up. Okay, get your pogs ready. Some of you guys have seen this already. But I have a console set up downstairs that I've put together for game nights where I can hook up, like I have the tech in. It's not like nice, but I have the tech in where I can have a PS5, a Nintendo Switch, a Steam machine, right? Whatever it is. And I can play in my living room. And I can basically press a button and go downstairs. Like even now, if I go to like living room, hold on. Living room full cam. Is this on? Okay, this is not on. But like, I can, let me see if I have this. NDI, ATEM, kitchen. Can we get Pogs in the chat for the black screen? Oh, it's just turned off. Yeah, it's just turned off right now. But I have this setup downstairs. And I need to put like some shelves and stuff in. I think I want to build some shelves in there. I think that's the best way to do it. Do you have any plans to nerf up more PvP? You guys are the only MMO left right now that is PvP focused. A lot of the PvP community is rooting for you. Don't cave to PvE Care Bears. They have so many MMOs. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Taurus. I really appreciate that. As a developer for the game, I really appreciate that feedback. Thank you. I don't work on the game. I'm just gonna Q&A. I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna talk to Steven in an hour. We'll do our best. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys ready to go downstairs? Man, do I want to go do New Year's Revolution, or do I want to play like Night Swarm or Mega Bonk or something? That's the question. I have a shelf to put together. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I feel like I need 2 hours for New Year's Revolution. I agree, but we can try. We can try and do something in 1 hour. Okay. Because I feel like playing a game for an hour, unless I'm playing like a roguelike or something, or a roguelite or whatever, is not possible either. Put the tools back in the garage. Wait, did I not? I thought I did. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, New Year's Revolution. Esfand, you have pretty eyelashes. Thank you. I got it from my daddy. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Do you have a stud finder? Yeah. Should I do an Ash's interview with my WoW shirt on? My Plunderstorm shirt on? Okay. Wouldn't it be better to brainstorm some? Yeah, but I can do that while I'm talking right here. I mean, I also put that questionnaire, or I put that thing in Discord. People put some good questions. I mean, I'm planning on this being like a very casual sort of thing, right? What are you doing in the interview? Frick. 1 hour. Trey, you guys okay? I picked up Nightstorm last night after I saw you playing. Then almost 5 hours later, I realized it was 4 a.m. Really? No, that's good. I broke my leg, my bad, nasty chain.
71 Pog.
Okay. So, I already started. Started without us? Yes, chat. I already started. I'm sorry. So, I bought some shelves. Now, but the question is, do I take these shelves? Oh, this is kind of getting loose. Do I take these shelves and put them here, or do I buy a separate sort of console, like a separate sort of like foot thing? Not a foot thing, like a step, like a separate rack. You know what I'm talking about? What the hell is it? Because like this all needs to get fixed. You know what I mean? Like the tech works. Nice rack, thank you. Buy a car with wheels? My wheels! Oh, wait, hold on. 1 second, chat.
All right, chat. TTS is on. Okay. Yo, chat, can you hear me? Chat, I'm starting to think that I don't have time to actually do this. I'm starting to think I don't have time. Like 1 hour is not enough time to put these shelves up. I have like an hour basically. Yeah, I think 1 hour. Maybe it is just cutting it too close. Yeah, maybe I'll just do the whole thing after the interview. But let me show you guys. I got to connect. I'll just show you guys what I got here. Okay. I have these shelves. I mean, they're not really like the highest. This is like particle board. It's not really the highest of quality shelving, right? You screw these into the walls, and these have like rods, and then you put these in. Yeah, it's a 360 connect. Yeah, so I can run wires behind the shelves. Yeah, I mean, I could also cut into the shelves. Connect was crazy. Connect was so good. Merry Christmas, thanks for the content this year. Thanks, dude. Also, to that point, yeah, I'm just going to give you guys a little preview of New Year's Revolution, okay, of the next one. Instead of actually doing it today, or doing it right now, because I think we're not going to have enough time. And then instead we'll just go upstairs and wait for Ashes. And wait for our Ashes interview. Camera drill base mount. Where is... I'm missing the rod for this. I bought some more shelves here, okay? Just 3D print the shelves. Wicked. Wait a second. Place the T-shaped brackets. Oh. Wait, this is too small. Wait, what the frick? What would I do? Do I do something where it's like 1, 2, another big one, big one? Would that look cool or would that look stupid if they alternate? Zigzag left, right, left. I could even go like boom, 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 boom. Have them be zigzagged. Actually, dude, these need more space. Can this even hold the weight of this up, dude? This might not even be a hold the weight. Steven Sure, is it not in the title? Like, guys, okay, listen. You guys are MMO gamers, gentlemen. You guys are massively multiplayer online gamers. If you can't read the title, okay? You guys want to play Ashes of Creation, old school boomer MMOs. We need a classic style MMO and you guys can't read the title? It says 7 p.m. CST. Now, here's the question. Is it actually in the title or am I lying to you guys and making you feel bad for no reason? That's for you to find out. Do I know that it's in the title and I'm saying that anyway? So you check anyway, just so you can say, haha, Esfand, we got you, you're wrong. Just the inkling, the little morsel of opportunity for that to happen is enough to motivate you to read the title? Maybe. Or maybe I'm just saying that afterwards as an excuse because I'm making something up as a story because I don't actually know if it's in the title or not, but I'm assuming. I second guessed myself while I was saying, why aren't you guys reading the title? Because while I was saying that, maybe, just maybe, I thought, well, surely it's not in the title if so many people have asked. But then maybe that never happened at all. And again, I was just saying this to cast doubt into your minds. What was the question? I forgot what you guys asked. What did somebody ask? Just give me a yellow line I can follow. I'm not from this part of Twitch, but I saw your video on the Streamer Awards, and I really appreciate the positive takes you had on it. It was a great perspective. Yeah, dude. Dude, hey, I'm not from this part of Twitch either. Trust me. I'm a grown man. Okay, look. And hey, if you stick around here, you're gonna have a good time. Trust. Dude, I'm starting to have second thoughts, man. Wait, do I return that one that I have and get the bigger ones?
Do I return? Or maybe I just return the small ones so they all match. I was on YouTube, but I don't think your comments are working. The chat on YouTube? Maybe I just didn't see it at the time. But I saw other people's chats. Somebody said it's not on the title on YouTube. Was that you? Maybe that was you. And I just didn't respond yet. Okay, chat, we're gonna do one thing and then we're gonna go back up, I guess. Because I don't think we're gonna have time to install all the shelves. And instead we're gonna go wait for the Ashes interview. I'm gonna put a hole in this guy. Oh. Why is this loose? Yeah, you know what I realized yesterday? Yesterday I realized Steven from Ashley Creation is basically like if you put me and Tips together. If you take Tips out and me and you mash us together, you'd get Steven Sharif. It's kind of funny. Oh, this guy's loose. What? No way. Maybe it was too much weight on this. I made the hole too big. Well, frick. Chat, this is what we call adult content, by the way. This is what we call adult content that's occurring right now. Okay, content for adults. My sister walked in last time we said we're filming adult content and I had to do a lot of explaining. It is exactly what it sounds like. I wonder when the next time this jackass will read the chat is. Chat, give me a second, let me read chat. Chat, I have the money right here. Okay. Let's see, which one of these? 7 and 64. 1/8, 764. Hey, which one do I want to do, chat? Does anybody know? Is it 764? Where's MacVin? MacVin knows all this stuff. Is he here? I think what I want to do is I want to take it down. I want to lower it a bit. There's a 316. $316, $1041. Howdy, y'all. Okay, I have drywall anchors inside of here. How do I take these drywall anchors out? Go just pull them. The pliers. You can't reuse them? Oh, really? Once these are in, are they in? I think they flared out. They're way better ones you can get from the store. Well, hold on. I have some other ones that I bought. We'll only do one shelf. We're not going to do all of them, okay? And then we're going to go back and get ready for the Ashes interview. Okay. Okay, let's look at the toolbox. There's no tool in this pool. Read the bag. I got your bag right here, buddy. I'm just kidding. I'll check in a second. What are these? Wensalon 316. Yeah, I'll go check the bag in a second. Flathead Phillips. Wood screws. I definitely drywall anchors. How about these ones? $75 labs.
The wiring for that plug underneath could go straight up if you don't have that. Yeah, so my plan is just to take these holes and to move these holes down here a little bit. That's all I want to do right now. But how do I do this? It says hangs up to 75 pounds. Each? How's Revolution going? We're just doing a little bit. And then we're gonna go get ready for this Ashes interview, and then maybe tonight we'll do more New Year's Revolution. Oh, so I don't want to use a drill for this guy. It says it's number 8, 1/1/4 screws. Paper house, NA paper house. Chat. The house cost me $1 billion. Okay, it's not made of paper. Okay, it's made of plaster. Cardboard home. Actually true, dude. Dude, freaking NA building, dude. I'm not even gonna argue. NA building is freaking ass. All right. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna put the shelf down here. Is that a good idea? This is me putting the Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck in. This is me pressing buttons. I think this is good. Is that the way you do it? That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Play the guitar on the MTV. It's hard to watch as a carpenter. It's about time a carpenter learns from a paladin. You know. Head for the hills, chat. We're just supposed to drive it in there? Or do I twist it? Are you sure I'm not supposed to make a little tiny hole? Holy. Wait, so one guy in chat said you don't need to. So I listened to that one guy instead of everybody else. Sooner or later. Dude, the freaking Tony Hawk music is playing right now.
Oh, I hope this is straight. I need a measure. Okay, I need to get something straight. That looks straight to you guys? Chat, cut twice, measure once. Because measuring more than once is a huge waste of time. What do you mean, chat? That's straight. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh my gosh, no, it's not. Tim the Toolman Esfand. Brace yourselves, chat. Wait a second. Why is this doing this? Get out of here. What is that? Get out of here. Be to your own drummer. Clips the sun. Brace yourself, chat. That's straighter than my hairdresser uncle. What does that mean? No, it's 1 inch too far. It's like a 1 centimeter too far, maybe. That's the worst amount of distance to be too far. Oh no, save. Holy. It's upside down. Frick. God. Damn it. I thought it meant the power goes down there. Okay. Here, I got it. All right, I got it right this time, chat. Wait, what's wrong? Wait, what is wrong? Chat, haven't you guys ever seen adult content? Wait, it said raiders look away. Did somebody raid? Thank you for the raid, whoever raided. Who raided? I think it looks fine. Frick. I should have used the impact drill for this. Is that fine? What do you mean? Wait, is it not? Chat. See, it's fine. Guys. Look, you know how I know it's level? Look, this is how I know it's level. Frick. Chat, you see the top of the screen? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, anyway. Let me raise this back up. Raj is straighter than that shelf. Okay. Where's the guy? Where's the other guy? There he is. Okay, come on. Bro. Saved. Pretty good? Put a ball on it. You guys are freaking babies, dude. You want balls? I got your balls right here. 1 second. I don't have a ball. I have something better. An egg. That's how confident I am. Egg. Chat, please do me a favor and proceed to suck it. Mmm. I meant that in a nice way, like the good kind of suck it. Okay. Well, can't argue with the egg. Chat, the egg knows all. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I was so scared I was gonna put this egg on here and it was gonna fly off. I was actually scared. Dude, what kind of AI video is this? You put down the egg and it just flies off. Explodes, cause of explosion. Well, time to pop a cold one after a hard day's work. Just put up one shelf. Just put up one shelf, fellas. Time to crack open a cold one and watch the big game. Man. I cannot wait till my wife brings the kids home from school so I can yell at her. Best Monday night ever. Sir, it's Wednesday. It's with guys. I was role playing, okay? Jeez. Okay. So what did we learn? Chat, what did we learn? It took us 30 minutes. Wait, the Michigan head coach he's detained? We learned you can't put up a shelf. What do you mean? No, it took us like 30 minutes. So we're not gonna go put up all the shelves. Why does it look kind of, hold on, it does kind of look like it, I kind of, hold on, why does it, the egg, hold on, is it? The shelf is fine, but the wall is crooked. Oh no, dude, in my house. Use your phone leveler? I thought those were banned. No botting. Is this gonna hold a console? I think I need some caulk. Yeah? Because what do I do with these holes? I gotta plug these holes somehow. So you just put you put the you know, you put the flex paste in the hole. Is cock funny to you? No, I didn't laugh at it. Okay. Chat, that's just a preview of the next step of New Year's revolution. I'm gonna cock the hole. Okay? If you subscribe, Okay, sorry. This is an Amaranth's channel, my bad. Let me get my boots. Oh, this was something else I wanted to do. I wanted to raise the roof. I want to raise this chandelier because I've hit my head on this like 100 times. Oh my gosh, I have to take down the Christmas tree, dude. I haven't taken it down since last year. Whoop. Why are you guys flying all over the place? What the heck? So there's something I want to do before we go and get ready for our interview. I pulled it off. I think I need to screw this, or hole this. You guys ready for some more adult content? What is the interview in like 30 minutes? I'm just finishing up some of my adult content. So I'm doing this thing called, I want to do a New Year's revolution instead of a New Year's resolution, because New Year's resolution, nobody ever does anything. So for the New Year's revolution, what I want to do is I'm going through and I have all these little issues and stuff in my house, and I want to go through and I want to fix them. Whether it's stuff with my setup, tech stuff. Basically, I want to completely declutter everything in the house, declutter my brain, get all the tech and everything situated. I have a lot of cool plans and stuff that I want to do next year with my stream and fun content. And I just want to get everything in order so I never have to worry about it again. So, that is less important than Ashes of Creation soon. but yeah, did we do this last year? Well, no, we did a lot of it last year, but we didn't finish it. Well, we did finish it, but it wasn't done 100% the best. I realized afterwards. Like I learned things. Even Shay said that like 3 to 6 months afterwards, she usually comes by and does like a reevaluation because like sometimes you have a plan for something, it doesn't work, whatever. I bought, by the way, this is a workbench that I bought. This guy. So we're gonna set up that workbench soon. Bear back. I'm going to grab my screwdriver. I should have just brought the phone with me. I gotta do a better job of that. But okay, I forget myself. Chat, you're a good guy though. I don't care what they say about you. Wait, can you guys even see the thing that I was talking about? Oh, that's the workbench I bought right there. Okay, I have a question. Do you guys think it's wise to put a hole about this big in the back of that to run the cables through? If you were a Bills fan, that workbench would be smashed. Brother, are those white lines of BB? I don't know whose they are, but they have a bottle opener in the bottom. Wait, make 3 holes? You think it's better to make 3 holes than 1? You think it's too big? I don't think it's too big. Oh, the clamps. I forgot about clamps. Wow, actually, I'm really glad there's no way I could have done this whole thing in an hour. I'm glad I said I was only going to do one of them. And then we'll go get ready for this Ashes interview. It's more of like a hangout. It's like less of like a official Q&A. It's more of just kind of like getting the kind of, hey, I'm an old school MMO gamer and I want to get into Ashes. What do I do? Or like tell me like steamed clams. okay. Dave, I just saw that text. I will do so. All right, let me move. Chat, we are going to do our New Year's fireworks stream. I need to talk to Bonnie about New York because some stuff came up and she might, I got to talk to her. Because some stuff came up for me and then some stuff came up for her. I'm still willing to try and make New York happen because I want to do a stream with Cam Scattaboo while I'm out there. What's this? Holy. Cat 8? Damn, 100 feet, Cat 8. Dude, I'm just saying, like, I feel like we've kind of been on a heater the last couple months, man. Just things have been, everything with stream has been so good. Everything has been fun. It's been a good time, man. It's legitimately like some of the most fun that I've had, or some of the best times I've had streaming, or I should say some of the most relaxed, right? Because we've had a lot of good times, but like, I'm just so unbothered by everything. Like nothing is annoying. Nothing is causing me problems. It's been a great time. And I think a lot of people have been enjoying that too. All right. Okay. I hope this isn't a huge mistake doing this on a folding table. It was. Dude, I want somebody to have a Ron Howard soundboard and just my entire stream, just have Ron Howard narrate my stream. Just Arrested Development the whole time. Is that particle board? Yeah, it's ass. Chat, you know how we do things here. Low quality, high price. All right, ready? Okay. Is this in the center? Bro, is this thing empty? There's nothing inside of it. What did I pay for? I bought cardboard for $30.
Did I actually just buy cardboard for 30 bucks? Ta-da! Okay, pretty good. That's the bottom. I should have flipped it, but I don't really want to do that. Should have taped it. Ooh. Just use a vacuum next time? That's true. Wait, dude, this with this music playing is probably like super epic, dude. But too bad I'm not live on Kick, because then you can clip it with the music on Kick. My Kick stream's been effed lately. Okay, moment of truth, ready? Chat. It's not crooked. Look, egg. It's not crooked, I swear. Leg on F side, or egg on left side. What does that even mean? It like spins. I put it on the right side and it starts spinning. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what? Hold on, were you onto something? Wait, what? Holy. Wait, why does the egg sit on the left side? Wait, what? Stupid egg, you freaking proved me wrong. I freaking hate you, you stupid egg. You ruined my freaking life, egg. You ruined my freaking life. Next time I hate you. Chat, you know what we call that egg? We call that egg the woke yolk. It's freaking disgusting fake news. How too basic. Whoa, how too basic face reveal. Whoa. Okay. All right. Dude, Ash of Creation is here. The real one. Big Bean in 28 months. What's up, dude? Change the shirt. Wait, is it bad that I'm going to do an Ashes interview with a WoW Plunderstorm shirt on? I'm glad you're doing good, Big Bean Den. Chat, Ashton Kutcher is here. And you just got punked. That shelf wasn't real. It was AI. It was Ashton Kutcher that punked, right? Dude, I'm having one of those days, man. Even the beginning of that housing decor stream, I felt like I was just too extra the whole time. I was like, all right, I need to chill. I was like, I need to chill. Okay, let me get this sorted. My favorite part of all that is you took 1 hour to do one shelf. And you know what your favorite part should be is that I originally was like, I have an hour. I could probably put these 5 shelves up. It was right. It was right. I did good. DMs, he might notice those in 3 weeks. Dead Mines or VC? I call it VC. Let me see. Oh. Oh, okay. Let me set this up here. For some reason, I was scrolled down. I didn't see my DMs. That's crazy. Okay. Let me see. Let's get this set up. What is the game release? It's almost 1 a.m. here. The game releases at 10. What time? 10 a.m. PST tomorrow? Is that or is it at 10 or 11 a.m.? Mathless, thank you for the Prime. Vladis Gaming, thank you for the Prime. Dethrone, thank you for the Prime. Vladis, you guys did so good yesterday. You guys did way better than I could have done. That's for sure. Yeah, you guys owned yesterday. Let me see. And I have a huge ego, so that means something. I have a massive ego here. Okay, let me end this YouTube stream, and I'm going to start the next one. YouTube, Instagram, Discord, Reddit, Twitch, Twitter, everything is EsfandTV. Follow my stuff.